What's up, my friends? Boots on the ground here in Japan. It has been a long one. I'm gonna give you just a raw, unedited, no AI, no stock footage, first 24 hours in Japan. This is my first time here. Got to get through immigration, customs, and I am at the NRT Narita airport, so I've got a journey before I even get into Tokyo. I'm going to share with you my lodging, where I end up staying. We're going to go visit the single busiest train station in the entire world. Tons to do. I'll share with you my first Japanese meal here in Tokyo, and also my transportation, my lodging. I haven't even picked a place yet, but I think I'm going to Shinjuku City or Shibuya. We shall see, but I'll be in that part of Tokyo. Let's do this. All right, it's just about a half an hour to get through immigration. Easy peasy, just filled out a quick form. Got to go through customs now. Just about a half an hour to get through immigration there. Not too bad so far. Very orderly place. All right, so there was a little confusion there, but with just a little bit of patience and a little bit of Japanese I learned on the 12-hour flight from Denver, I got through just fine. Everybody's super, super helpful. Next step, as I've gotten through customs immigration, is to hop on the train. Now, it is not generally acceptable to talk on the train, so I'll film a little bit, but I'm going to keep it really quiet. I'll share with you the price and which train I take to get into the heart of Tokyo, but everything's in English and Japanese, so super easy. The people are very friendly. Just always start with a Japanese greeting, and before you just walk up and start speaking English, just learn 2 or 3 greetings. I'll put those up on the screen in a little bit. Right here we've got the JR and the KS. I think we're gonna take the KS train, but I'll keep you posted. All right, so we just go downstairs to find the train options. And yes, a simple konnichiwa will generally help break the ice, which is just good afternoon in Japanese, of course, before you just walk up and ask questions in English. So now if you just plug into Google Maps your hotel address, you should get the exact train lines that you'll need. So I think I'm going to take a moment to do that, but I think from my research this one here was the fastest to get into like Tokyo Station, the KC line. So I might just grab a ticket because it's the fastest. And then I think I'm going to make my way the rest of the way via the local commuter train, which might be a struggle with my luggage, but I pack light. But this train station that we're going to use, if we can pull this off, sees 3.3 million users per day. So stay tuned for some funsies. This should be a good time. All right, so it looks like we actually have 2 options. We have the Skyliner and the Yamanote line on JY, and it tells us exactly which lines and the prices here on Google Maps. If you just switch it from the car icon to the train icon, Google Maps has actually got you completely covered there. So I should be able to figure this out no problem. This is my first time in Japan. I know the rails, the trains can be confusing even for local people, so I'm just taking my best shot at this. We'll see where I end up. All right, first things first, I want to get my hands on some cash, so I'm going to see if I can successfully use my Japanese to ask one of the Starbucks employees where the ATM is. Let's see how this goes. Sumimasen, ATM wa doko desu ka? Pass the train. Okay. Arigato. All right. I mean, I think that went pretty well. Is it ATM wa doko desu ka? I think that's right. They seemed to know what I was saying, and they pointed me in the right direction. They said pass train. So they smiled. They know I'm trying. Let's find this ATM, get some cash, and I think I'm gonna hit the Keisei line ticket counter for the Skyliner, which from my understanding, this guy right here is the fastest one. So they said pass train. I'm not sure if that's through that way through security or if I have to go up here. Let's find out. Okay, mission number 1 accomplished. Found the ATMs finally. I did ask 3 people, and it took me a while because I know how to ask where it is, but I also don't understand what the directions mean. The people were plenty kind, but it was a whole lot of this and this. So, but you know, with a little bit of patience, here we are. Now let's see if I can actually pull out some yen with great success. Okay, my friends, great success. Pulled out some yen from this one right here, the Aeon. You just press international cards, hit English, easy peasy. I don't think there was any fee. It didn't say there was any fee at all. I'll have to check my account, see exactly what the exchange rate was. We'll get more into the current exchange rate and why exactly I'm in Japan in an upcoming video. But just for your knowledge, I used that pink one right there. 0 problems with my US card. You'll notice something, I want to point this out. Pro tip, everybody stands on the left side of the escalator and leaves the right side open here in Tokyo for those who are in a hurry. Everything is just so orderly. I'm already loving Japan. It's quite the change. It's like nothing I've ever witnessed. It's just everything's so clean and orderly, and I haven't even left the airport yet. But that's one piece of etiquette right there, is standing on the left side. If you're not going to climb actively, you stand on the left side if you're going to be stationary. All right, without further ado, train ticket time, cash in hand, immigration, customs complete. And you don't really want to take a taxi when you leave here. The traffic's insane, and the taxis are actually really expensive from what I understand, and they're just not an efficient way to get around. Hey, you put the tickets in, take them out, kind of in over my head. I got 2 tickets. I got to change trains like 3 times. I think this is the right way. I got the KC. Yeah, the train system's already a little bit crazy. I hope I'm going the right way. Okay, so no talking on the train. I got help from someone. I said sumimasen, and I looked confused, and this guy helped me. I'm definitely on the right train for train number 1. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so good news and bad news. I think I'm gonna get there. I definitely paid for the expensive train, got on the cheap one. Now I have to transfer. This is like a game of Amazing Race. So, find the JR line. I think it's the green signs. This is wild. Pretty sure that's where I have to go. Okay, so I paid for the nice train, got on the wrong train. Then when I transferred, I had the wrong ticket at that point. So I just paid like 3,000 yen, 2,700 yen, and only got like halfway there. Now I'm kind of screwed. I need to get a JR ticket again. So this has actually been challenging, to say the least. I know I'm not alone. I know the locals even struggle with this, but in hindsight, I would have just taken the limousine bus, the limo bus, and it probably would have been quicker. If I would have gotten on the right train, that would have been quicker and cheaper, but it's kind of a big if. So yeah, first hour in Tokyo has been a challenge so far, but it was to be expected. Let me see if I can figure this out. It's about 5 p.m. now, 5:23 local time. I need to get over to Shinjuku and book my lodging before it gets too late and get some dinner. I'm starving. Been a long day. I started today in Denver, so. Okay, so luckily I got some help. I actually had to buy another ticket for 620 yen, which is not a big deal. It's just like, I didn't know. Thank you. Okay, the guy who helped me was like, you need to run. So, where do we go? Thing is here, Soba line. Okay, I'm getting discouraged. I was running and I still missed it. So I hope this still gets me on the next one. I just want to make sure I get on the right one. I don't care if I have to wait a little bit longer. This is craziness. You know, I knew it was gonna be madness, but this is next level. Man, this is totally wild. Okay, once again with the help of the locals, I think I'm going to get on the right train. Let's try this again. Okay, I am now on the Soba line, and it appears I'm going in the right direction toward Shinjuku City. Okay, so what should have been a 45-minute train ride total has already turned into an hour and a half. But because of that happy mistake, we're gonna go through Shinjuku Station. I wasn't for sure gonna take that route. That is the single busiest train station in the entire world. Okay, so we're at JB20 station. The train is starting to get packed, and we have to get to JB10, so 10 more stations to get to Shinjuku Station, the busiest station in the world. Okay guys, JB10, Shinjuku, feast your eyes. I don't even know how to get out of here. I'm just gonna follow the herd. Tell you what though, I have worked up an appetite. I gotta find some food ASAP. Okay, this is the craziest thing, guys. I don't know. There's Central East Gate, Central West Gate, East Gate, West Gate. I don't know. I'm just gonna pick one. I'm gonna pick East Gate and hope I pick right. 3.3 million people on average through here on a daily basis. And I have a feeling I'm gonna get just stuck in the labyrinth if I don't just pick a gate and go for it. This says East Gate. Wowie wee wow. Oh my God. It's like nothing I've ever seen before in my life, because it is one of a kind. I believe this holds the Guinness Book of World Records for the #1 station in the world. East Gate, I'm still going toward the East Gate. Okay guys, this is a minor miracle. It looks like I picked correctly East Gate. I just checked Google Maps, and it looks like this might actually shoot me out where I want to go. Because my hotel is on the, I believe, east side of the station, so it makes sense. Can I get through here? East Gate, you have to scan to get through here, so I don't have a ticket to get through there. Okay, I guess it's not a minor miracle. I thought that was an exit. Oh boy. All right, nothing's easy here. Hold on. I did watch guide videos on this before I even came here, and it's still just, I think you have to just learn by doing in this case, because I can't get through there without a ticket. So I'm thoroughly confused, and I speak very little Japanese. Okay, as you can see, we are here, and I can't go this way, and it looks like that's still one of the lines. So what I think I need to do is maybe go Central East Gate, try that. But you can see this is just wild. I'm essentially trapped down here with no real idea of how to get out. Southeast Gate, maybe Central East Gate, maybe that escalator there. And there's restrooms. At least I know where I can go pee if I need to pee. Guys, the good news is that if I end up having to live down here, it looks like I got everything I could ever need in these vending machines. So I guess I just live down here now. I wonder if they got any fried chicken in one of these. Okay, Central East Gate. We're gonna try this. It's weird, you need tickets for that. It looks like you can't actually go through that one at all. So I don't even know at this point. It looks like maybe these are the stairs out of here. think I see the exit. Overall, guys, 2.5 hours since getting on the wrong train, leaving the airport, and what should have been a 45-minute train ride turned into this, which has been kind of fun. All right, I found some stairs. That's got to be the way out. Yeah. Okay. Went up that first flight of stairs thinking I was just gonna come up to the street, and ended up just coming up to another platform with more trains. So guys, POV, type in the comments POV if you like to see what things are really like. There's a lot of really, you know, fancy cut and edited videos of this experience in Shinjuku, Shibuya. But I try to give the real, raw experience. Even if I look like a fool and make mistakes, I just try to show my real experience. So if you enjoy that, just type POV in the comments. I'm going up yet another escalator, and I did find the restrooms at least. I see South Gate, Southeast Gate, and I guess just like before, I'm just gonna kind of pick one. And the only reason I'm keeping the camera toward me a little bit is I want to respect people's privacy. So clearly here we have a way out, but you have to scan this thing to get out. So I don't know why you have to scan to exit. You shouldn't have to scan to leave. That doesn't make any sense. All right, I'm gonna try to use my ticket to get out of here. See if this works. So put that in there. Yeah, I mean, I guess that worked. I'm out. Woo, I've done it. So Shinjuku, ladies and gentlemen, Tokyo, right in the heart of it all. Let the games begin. So it's weird, guys. I almost started going down the stairs on the right side, and I instantly could feel kind of the looks of disapproval, and I remembered, oh yeah, they drive on the left here. So when you go down a staircase, you go down on the left, up on the right. Just watch what everyone else is doing and try not to screw it up. Just do what they do. And for how stimulating really this all looks, I am incredibly calm. And it's because there's such an orderly vibe here. Like, this should be completely overstimulating, but actually it's kind of chill and calming in its own weird way. So my mind is already blown. Pachinko, yeah, Pachinko is the gambling everybody does right there. Wow, okay. Time to check Google Maps one more time and see where I am, because I have zero clue. Another thing, see that crosswalk behind me? Use the crosswalks. I almost jaywalked and then realized nobody here jaywalks at all. They're so orderly, they follow the laws. Pretty much, well, except that guy right there. He's a rebel just walking right down the middle of the street. But generally, everybody's using the crosswalks. Oh man. Oh, I can already smell some really good food. Oh wow, yeah, I think I'm gonna like this spot. Wow. Alright guys, so I'm on the 9th floor of this building. I finally booked a place. It is 7:30 p.m. Just checked the Wi-Fi before I actually booked it, which is something I always recommend if you're trying to actually upload videos or work. But check this out. Now, while I am very happy with this place, I gotta watch my head upon entry, bonk. But this is a great hotel. I actually got this for like 8,000 yen per night. And it's, believe it or not, one of the bigger hotels in this area. It's about 140 square feet. And for this part of Tokyo, it's actually pretty solid. It's got a bathtub. I don't think I'm gonna fit in there, but I can definitely try. Very interesting looking setup there. It's not one of the more modern you know, toilets and stuff like that, but you're just not going to get that in this part of town. but literally nothing wrong with this place. The sheets, the bedding. And one thing you got to be careful of, guys, is booking a love hotel by accident. I did not make that mistake, but if you see something with like a bunch of fancy lights and jacuzzi tubs, and there's chances that there's a good chance there's going to be rubber sheets on the bed. You don't want to make that mistake. Fool me once, well, yeah, I made that mistake one time in Guadalajara because I booked sight unseen and I didn't know better. So this is fine. I don't have to worry about any weird stains anywhere. And I did want to actually show the Wi-Fi rather than tell. We got 45 on the download, 61 topping out at 280 on the upload. Got a solid TV there. Really nothing to complain about. Got a nice workspace. It's quiet. I'm on the 9th floor, and that is yet another pro tip. If you're going to stay in this neighborhood or in Shibuya, you want to stay up high to avoid the noise. Although Tokyo, for being basically the biggest city in the world, the biggest metro area in the world, is very quiet. And the air has also surprised me how fresh the air is. There's not a lot of emissions here. I am going to shower. I'm literally just drenched in sweat. I walked here from the busiest train station in the world. What an experience. But the first 24 hours are not done yet. I'm sharing the entire experience from getting out of the airport to tomorrow. So I'm actually going to go hunt down some food, hopefully in Golden Gai or somewhere famous. I saw some Izakaya places. I'm definitely going to get food, going to get some water. But first, let's change the wardrobe. That's better. Okay, so some of you who follow the channel will have noticed probably two things. Beard is gone for the first time in over a year and a half. I would say January of like 2025 was the last time I didn't have a decent sized beard. I'll get to why that is in a minute. Also, long sleeves in this entire video. So I have a Japanese friend, shout out Mami Sami, I call her. She's like a friend and a mama all in one. And she is Japanese. And she told me kind of about the societal restrictions with tattoos. Most of the men don't have beards. And then a lot of establishments won't let you in if you have exposed tattoos, including some of the onsens, which are the hot springs, but also some restaurants, especially here in Tokyo. So I'm taking no chances. I have a few tattoos on my arms. I got one right here. So I'm keeping those covered. I went ahead and trimmed my beard ahead of time. Some guys have beards here. It's not going to be make or break probably, but I'm doing my best to be accepted into some of the nicer establishments. And I am going to try to make my way to Golden Gai and try this little hole in the wall. Also, later in this series of videos here in Tokyo, I'm going to be hitting what I believe is the cheapest Michelin star restaurant in the entire world. So tons of good food stuff to come. But also, another fun fact, I haven't been in a place in a while where I can drink the tap water. And check this out. So this right here, I know you probably can't read that part, but this water is available to drink as a beverage. So let's try it. Now, if I did this in San Cristobal de las Casas, I would probably be dead within an hour or two. For those of you who watched that series in Chiapas, Mexico. Oh, that's good stuff right there. I wholeheartedly trust that. It tastes great. And my good friend Asami also told me about the tap water. Don't hesitate to drink it. It's perfectly fine. So I'm going to down 2 glasses, and if you don't hear from me later, you know the water wasn't good. So anyway, let's go hit the spot and get our first meal here in Tokyo. Salud. Thanks for coming along on the adventure. Vamonos. So it's crazy. The weather was fine just a minute ago. It is now dumping rain. I'm going to see if I can hit this 7-Eleven right here. And I mean, there's vending machines for everything except umbrellas, at least as of yet. So I'm going to hit the 7-Eleven, see if I can find an umbrella in there. And then I'm going to take you along to what I've been told is one of the best dining experiences in all of Japan. Check out this fine purveyor of all sorts of umbrellas. We got these ones for 1,000 yen. Not sure what these are going for, but that seems to be what everybody carries, is these guys here. So might as well invest in an umbrella. Okay, I just paid 700 yen for this umbrella. And the girl, even at 7-Eleven, was like, it's expensive. And I was like, I don't know. Welcome, my friends, to Shinjuku Golden Gai. This little intimate neighborhood that would be easy to walk past. If you know, you know. And this little area right down here is where some of the best little tiny hole-in-the-wall restaurants and bars are located. And so you could do 3, 4, 5 days of exploring right here. It says cover charge, noisy person decline. So no noisy people, no loud mouths. This is very quiet, more mature nightlife. So you do have Japanese whiskey, you have cover charge, 1100 yen. So they definitely try to keep out the riffraff. You've got cover charge beer, 700. So kind of posh, expensive spots. I'm gonna see if I can find the restaurant that I'm looking for, but look at these little hole-in-the-wall places. This is really cool. This is why I came to Tokyo. And tomorrow I'll be exploring Shibuya, which has the busiest intersection in all of Tokyo. But look at all these spots. Snake sake, Japanese sake, English okay. Welcome. So that's good to see. We got the only golden bar in Golden Gai, 500 yen cover charge to go up there. So this would be a little more fun with a group, with friends, but you know, this is kind of how I tend to make friends, exploring little spots like this. Got all these little alleys. Shot, 600 yen, 800 yen cover. This place is actually kind of busy, but you can barely see in there. It's really dark. This is cool. It's definitely quiet, guys. It's a Tuesday night at the time of filming this. So I will probably try to stay in this area until Friday night or Saturday night even, just to see what this is like when it's really popping. You've got all these you know, whiskey bars, really cool spots. People say English okay. And you can still smoke cigarettes in these bars. Everybody's smoking. Feels like going back in time, really. Really cool. Okay, I'm gonna hunt for this restaurant that I'm looking for. Alright, so Golden Gai, really cool. I'm getting soaked, but I'm loving exploring this little area right here. Only problem is the restaurant I was looking for is actually closed tonight. It's super quiet back here. It's a Tuesday, so I don't think it's worth paying these cover charges and hanging out around here if there's basically nobody here. Some of these places are completely empty with just the bartenders in there. So I'm gonna call an audible. Plan B, I'm gonna go try this place called Izakaya Roku. It gets really, really good reviews on Google, and as you can see, these places are basically empty. So I think I'll save this for its own nightlife video. Just type nightlife in the comments if you want that one. I'm gonna go find this Izakaya Roku for plan B because the food looks fantastic over there. This is the other thing I noticed right off the bat. Clean Shinjuku, no littering. I have seen basically no trash anywhere, and also no trash bins. So if you end up producing any kind of trash, you pretty much have to bring it back to your accommodations with you. Very few people have trash cans anywhere. So we have made it into the beautiful Izakaya Roku, and this place is absolutely packed. It's popular, it smells good, it's full of locals, it checks all the boxes. I'm one of the only tourists in here that I see, at least. And it smells fantastic, but check this menu out, guys. Now for the meat options, they've got a moist duck and grilled green onions 990 yen, guys. That's about $6.20 with the current exchange rate. Insane value for a duck dish, and I'm just getting a sparkling water with that. We'll see how this is, if it's as good as it smells. Arigato. All right, so very first bite of food here. Now, I will say the food, even on the plane on the way here, was fantastic, but we have this moist duck with grilled onions. Just some lean, delicious protein. I gotta get this first bite magic. Okay, so this place is so popular. Unfortunately, they sold out of what was going to be plate number 2. I was going to grab the Saikyoyaki fatty pork right here. They sold out of that, so I'm going to get the juicy meat cutlet sandwich. But that duck was top notch. I know what some of you might be thinking, that's a very small plate. But the quality, the juiciness, it says moist duck. That was incredibly tender for duck meat. It's difficult. These people are masters of their craft. It is incredibly difficult to get duck that moist and that tender. Wow, my friends, look at that piping hot, steaming beauty right there. Juicy masterpiece. Now I will say, with these fine folks being masters of their craft, the food does not come out rapidly. You get a little bit of time between plates to digest, and that is just fine by me, because look at how that came out. First bite magic of this thing, the textures, the juiciness of it. That is dripping. So absolutely delicious, small plates, but made with absolute precision and skill. 2,180 yen. They do have a small cover charge that they usually charge here. I'll put up the total on the screen. Fantastic experience. So the total at this fine establishment worked out to be $13.68, and that is something I want to point out. Yes, it is habitual for Westerners, myself included, whether you're in the US or even Mexico, to leave 18 or 20% or 15%. There is no tipping culture in Tokyo. In Japan, do not tip. They will likely give it right back to you as much as you want to tip. You just don't. You thank them, arigato gozaimasu, something like that, and come back again. That's the best way you can thank them, is just keep coming back. That is fantastic. $13.68 well spent. I am ready for my bed. Apparently we're gonna get hit, I've heard we're getting hit with a monsoon. I should use this umbrella, I just bought it, I don't know why I'm not using it. But it looks like we might get hit with a monsoon. I'll do my best to still go out and have some funsies tomorrow, and hopefully find some food again, some really good food and coffee spots. I'm always looking for those gems. I gotta get back to my hotel. I'm gonna be asleep by the time my head hits the pillow. It's a long day. Can't believe I'm in Japan right now. I woke up in Denver, Colorado today, and I'm going to sleep in Shinjuku. So, awesome day. See you guys in the morning. I really gotta say it again. For 50 US dollars, this hotel room is awesome. I got this bathrobe included. Just took a hot bath, and yeah, I kind of fit in the bathtub. Endless hot water. Fantastic water pressure, but also some pretty cool gadgetry right here. Now, I know I'm easily impressed, but you got like room light. You've got a radio right here. You've got an alarm. That's pretty sweet. So check this out. Room light going off. It did take me a while to figure out. I was like, how do I turn the light off? And then the entrance light, boom, right there. And we just have this cozy lighting right here. As I get ready to drift off to Dreamland. See you guys in the morning. Definitely going to hit up Shibuya and maybe get a haircut, share with you the price and the results of that. I'm getting a little shaggy. And who knows what else I'll be getting into, but you're not going to want to miss it. I know that much. See you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. It is 7 a.m. I am absolutely pumped for breakfast here. I'm going to this Soba noodle spot, just about 4 minutes. Soba noodle shop is what it's called. Gets 4.5 stars on a ton of reviews on Google, and I can't believe how good the food looks. So I'm gonna get like ramen, noodles, egg, pork. But first I'm trying to make some tea. There's no coffee maker in here, and you know, it's not a huge coffee culture. Although I think I am gonna be able to find some good coffee. But when in Rome, do as the people in Tokyo do, right? That's not a thing. But Japanese green tea, and I have no idea what that means, but I think that means it's heating. So yeah, I'm gonna make myself a cup of green tea and get a little green tea wasted, and then hit the streets of Tokyo. Let's do this. See how this thing works. Look at that tea. That's like matcha powder. Oh yeah, water's hot. Great success. Now I have to say, after that meal yesterday, I feel super healthy. Slept like a baby. I mean, the quality of the food here is a huge reason why I'm here. I'm really interested to see how my health is, my sleep, etc. But so far, I woke up feeling great. No pain in my body, no bags under my eyes. I have a feeling Japan's going to be really good for me. And this tea is no exception. Look at that. For a hotel tea, getting matcha to start the day. Cheers. I appreciate all of you being here. Let's go get some good food. Okay, so I'm already a fiend for this tea. This one, there's another one called Japanese Fuji tea. And I just thoroughly enjoyed that matcha. So I think I'm going to try this one. I don't think I've ever tried this type of tea. Ooh, interesting. So that's also a powder. It's like kind of a more brownish orange. It smells a little more earthy. Oh yeah. Okay, this smells toasted actually. It smells Fuji. Smells like Fuji, whatever that means. And this thing, I don't think, do I have to? No, I don't have to push that button. Okay. So maybe I don't even need coffee anymore, because that matcha tea just kind of woke me up and smelled incredible. Okay, let's try this one. Yeah, it's more like roasted. Let me know in the comments if you know what this Fuji tea is, but either way, something warm in my belly. Yeah, life is good today. So, little experiment today. I did actually decide to roll out with my tats uncovered and see if people treat me any differently. Last night I noticed while I was in Golden Gai and elsewhere, there were plenty of people with some tattoos exposed. So I think the times are changing a little bit, but we'll find out what my actual experience is here today. Almost to the breakfast spot. And don't let it fool you, it is cloudy, but it is warm. This is kind of like a little tropical storm that's just rolling through. We should have some sunny days soon. Look at that, another vending machine. I've heard that, you know, for all the 37 million people here in Tokyo, I think the statistic is that there's one vending machine for every 23 people, which is a staggering number. Ah, man, I feel great. That tea just ding. So I was told there wasn't much of a gym culture here, and it can actually be intimidating, considered to be intimidating if you're too jacked, too swollen up, too fit. But I did just see that near my place there's an Anytime Fitness. So I might actually have to go see about a day pass or a week pass and see if I can get a good workout in. That's a big part of my life. and see just how the gym culture is here. If you want me to do that, just type gym in the comments below. I can share the pricing options, how the actual gym is, do the dumbbells go up high enough, all that. So first thing, I hit this main street here, I can smell food. Oh yeah, okay. But we're not just hitting any food spot, we're hitting one of the highest rated in the neighborhood. Another vending machine there. There's a lot of like grab and go stuff there. That'll be convenient on my busier days. All right, so if I didn't find this on Google Maps, I probably would have walked right past it. It's this tiny, tiny little spot right here. This Soba noodle place. Look at those dishes right there. Wow, wow. That looks fantastic. Look at the color of that egg yolk. That's what I'm gonna try to go with right there. Wow, or that, look at that. Oh my goodness. I haven't woken up this hungry in so long, but the Japanese food has just been incredible so far. So let's head. Okay, so
please touch the category of the product you want to purchase. Please touch the item you want to purchase. If you wish to continue to check out, please touch the issue button located in the lower right corner.
So chilled. This is what we're looking like right here. Pork soba cold. So they love to customize their noodles here. We can add an egg, hot spring egg, deep fried tofu right there, chopped green onion. Okay, so I added an egg, and I'm actually gonna add the Japanese classic natto right there. And then I think that's all I gotta do. $13.50.
Please touch the item you want to purchase.
Alright, the quality of that food right there, made with love. We got a side of natto, we got the extra egg. Definitely coming back tomorrow for that soup though. Oh, it worked. So that meal was incredible. Definitely gonna go back tomorrow and try a different dish. But walking to the Shibuya Scramble right now, which is right in front of the second busiest train station in the world, Shibuya Station. So gonna walk that food off. That was a lot. I got the extra egg and the natto with it. No better way than to take about a 55-minute walk to Shibuya City. So no smoking sign right there on the sidewalk here as I enter Shibuya City for the first time ever. It's interesting, a couple of the bars I walked by last night in Golden Gai definitely had people smoking inside. So they're kind of speakeasy vibes, and then this actual main, part of the city. I don't know if that's Tokyo wide, but I think Shibuya City, it's kind of nice walking around. And once I mentioned earlier, no exhaust and so much greenery, you smell a lot of plant life, but also no cigarette smoke. It's really a nice change. Most of the big cities I've been in, Mexico City, Ecuador, like Quito, Marrakesh, Medellin, etc., those massive cities, you always have the exhaust and the cigarette smoke choking you out. And that's one of the biggest reasons I don't spend a lot of time in big cities. Is one of my biggest things is fresh air, good food, and clean water. And Tokyo actually, believe it or not, checks all those boxes. So this is interesting. Going forward in this series of videos, I'm going to talk about why exactly now is a perfect time to visit Japan and who this place might be for, which type of traveler, which type of expat, digital nomad, as I gather more data and more input walking around. So lots to come. But I have to say I'm blown away by the quality of the tap water. I've been drinking the tap water. I made my tea this morning with tap water and feel fantastic. Drank a couple glasses of it last night before bed. And also just the quality of the air is truly, truly impressive. Tokyo, good job. Okay, I stopped here at Family Mart to get one of my favorite drinks on the walk down. I don't love the name. It's called Pocari Sweat, and I'm like, who's Pocari and why am I drinking his sweat? But I had to hit you with this pro tip. Do not make the mistake like in the US or Mexico or wherever. You buy a drink and you drink it walking down the road, because when it's empty, you're not going to be able to find a place to throw this away. So just drink it right in front of the Family Mart and use the trash inside there. Otherwise, you're stuck carrying this for literally the rest of the day. And yes, this is like an electrolyte type drink, and I'm doing a ton of walking. And when I travel, have 12-hour flights, etc., got to keep those electrolytes up. Cheers. Boop. So here in the heart of Shibuya now, almost to the famous Shibuya Scramble. We see Tower Records right there. Really just a beautiful part of the city here. Endless exploring, shopping. All the main shops like Keen, North Face, all the outdoor stuff was back there. Really anything you can imagine you can find here. In fact, I believe there is a mate shop. I was forced to leave behind my mate, my herb, and my actual mate cup. I just didn't have room for it for this leg of my journey. And so there's actually a place that sells apparently yerba mate and the actual mate itself with the bombilla, the straw. So Argentinians as well, don't worry, you can come here to Tokyo and get your mate. Mate has become a huge part of my life, and matcha green tea as well is now making its way into my world. So we see Sara, we got a nice Sara Nike store there. So really just an incredible city as far as shopping goes. We're getting close. This is like a miniature version of the Shibuya Scramble, but we're about to see the busiest crosswalk in the entire world for the bonus material, guys. Thanks again for being here for my first 24 hours in Tokyo. This has been incredible, just getting started here in Japan. So even though there's absolutely no traffic in either direction, everybody waits patiently for the crosswalk lights to turn green. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. You don't see that in any other major city in the world. You get a chance to go, you just go. Not here. Law-abiding, orderly citizens of Tokyo. See Pokemon Card Lounge up here. Nice. Do that. Right up there. One thing is, I think it's starting to rain and I didn't bring my umbrella, and now I'm a 1-hour walk from my hotel. Oops. Yeah, everybody always brings their umbrellas. You can see almost everybody has their umbrellas except for me. So at any rate, this is Shibuya Station, the second busiest train station in the entire world right here. Shibuya Station. And this is the famous Shibuya Scramble. Look at this crosswalk. Obviously it's going to be way busier later at night and different times of day. It's pretty early still, it's about 9 a.m. This crosswalk goes in like every direction. Here we go. I'm just picking a direction, and here we go. Look, everybody's going that way, that way, that way. This is insane. Shibuya Scramble. This is so cool. It's like, wow. Crazy. I'm just gonna go across a different part of it now, over here. Yeah, this is wild. Definitely gonna come back down here tonight and see how this is with all the night neon lights and everything lit up. friends, I know this video is getting a little bit long, so I'm just gonna wrap it up. That is pretty much gonna do it for my first 24 hours here in Tokyo, because I'm gonna go take an epic nap, eat a little bit more food, get some rest, come out here, enjoy some nightlife, and walk around in the evening. Thanks again for all being part of my first 24 hours here in Japan, in Tokyo. Fantastic city, amazing people. Can't say enough good things. This is just day one. Let's see what the future holds. Hope to see you all in the next one. Rope Monster, out.